Archangel Michael says, "A storm is brewing in the minds of those who once believed they had power over you." The truth is, someone thought they could shape your destiny like clay, but they've been left stunned as you rose higher without their permission. What they cannot control, they now envy, and it's driving them mad behind closed doors. The whispers are growing louder. Your name is being spoken in rooms where you were once mocked, and now it echoes in fear. There are eyes watching you not with admiration, but with disbelief and confusion, because they cannot figure out how you are still standing. Someone is watching everything you do, hoping for your downfall. They thought you would collapse without their guidance, but instead, you bloomed like a wildfire flower, beautiful and untamed. Their obsession with your strength has turned into a personal torment, and their own darkness is eating them alive. They wanted to see you beg. They waited for tears, for cracks in your voice, for apologies that never came. Now they are the ones sobbing in private, unable to process that their control is gone forever. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, "You are not just breaking patterns, you are demolishing strongholds that were designed to imprison you." Someone from your past used manipulation as their weapon, but you disarmed them with grace and silence. Your unbothered glow has become their deepest frustration. People are shocked at your transformation. They had painted you as weak, dependent, or naive, and now they can't look directly at the light you radiate. It's too much for them, too pure, too powerful, too free. Your rise wasn't loud, but it was undeniable. And now, people who once ignored your existence are obsessing over every move you make. They are angry not because you hurt them, but because you healed without their permission. They've tried to rewrite the story, spreading lies to shift the focus from your strength to their twisted version of the truth. But no matter how they try to tarnish your name, your energy remains untouched, protected by divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 748. There is someone who has been acting strange lately, and their strange behavior is not a coincidence. They are unraveling inside because their plan to trap you failed completely. You escaped the cage they built with manipulation, and now their mask is slipping in front of everyone. You refused to be controlled, and that broke their illusion of power. They don't know how to handle the version of you that doesn't need them anymore. You became their karma by simply refusing to bow. Someone you once trusted thought they could play God in your life. They were used to people bending, changing, and pleading, but when you didn't, it pierced their ego like a blade. Their obsession with you now borders on madness. They speak badly of you because it gives them temporary relief. But even as they smear your name, they can't stop checking on you, stalking your presence in silence, and studying your peace. Their jealousy has turned into a sickness. Type Amen to get blessing 912. There is madness in the heart of a person who tried to dominate your spirit. They are not used to being denied, especially by someone they underestimated. You were supposed to be the one they could mold, but you proved to be fire they couldn't contain. You walked away, and that was the spark that lit a fire in their mind. Ever since, their days are consumed by the question of how you managed to thrive. They are living in a state of mental chaos while pretending all is well. The people around them have noticed. They've seen the sudden changes in behavior, the bursts of rage, the silent breakdowns. But no one knows that the root cause of it all is you, and your refusal to be owned. You are the one that got away, and now you're the one they can't stop dreaming about. But this is not about love, this is about power. And your defiance destroyed their illusion of superiority. Type Amen to get blessing 442. Your courage sent a ripple through the lives of many. The moment you chose yourself over their games, you altered the script they were trying to write for you. That script is now burning, and they are left with nothing but ashes of control. You've become a mirror that reflects their insecurities. Every step you take forward is a reminder of their failure to keep you small. Your strength is not just inspiring, it is haunting them. The walls they tried to build around you now surround them instead. You've walked free, but they remain trapped in a cycle of blame and envy. They are prisoners of their own obsession with you. People are starting to notice the contrast. Your peace is louder than their gossip. Your silence is more powerful than their lies. Type Amen to get blessing 595. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the angels watched as you were tested. They saw the plots, the manipulations, and the attempts to dim your fire. But what was sent to destroy you only made you sharper. Your journey has not been easy, but your resistance became your rebirth. You were thrown into darkness only to rise brighter than ever before. Now, the very ones who pushed you there are blinded by your light. Someone close to you cannot accept your growth. It scares them how far you've come without them. They are spiraling because their influence over you is completely gone. They study your joy and try to mimic it, but theirs is hollow. Yours is real, built from battles you won alone. And that truth drives them deeper into madness. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Your success, your glow, your elevation, it's all causing a mental earthquake in their world. They can't eat, they can't sleep, because you're not suffering like they hoped. Instead, you're smiling, thriving, and untouched by their manipulation. They tried everything. Guilt, shame, rumors, even silence, but nothing broke you. Instead, you broke free and became untouchable. They're shocked that you're still going. Shocked that you don't need them. Shocked that their opinion has no weight in your life anymore. And now, they are living in a constant state of confusion. Their mind replays the moment you said no, the moment you chose peace, the moment you closed the door. Type Amen to get blessing 849. They never expected you to become the hero of your own story. You were supposed to rely on them, beg for their presence, collapse in their absence. Instead, you found strength in solitude. The people who are secretly competing with you are losing sleep. They've seen the energy around you shift, and it's scaring them. They know you're being backed by forces they cannot touch. Someone from your circle has been faking support. They smile in front of you and gossip behind your back. But their jealousy is now visible through their behavior, even if their words still pretend to care. Their obsession is dangerous, but your protection is divine. Nothing formed against you is working anymore. You are covered, watched, and guided. Type Amen to get blessing 304. The person who used to hold power over you is now crumbling inside. The tables have turned, and now you're the one with authority over your own soul. And that loss of control is too much for them to bear. You no longer react, and that's what hurts them the most. Your calmness is more painful than any argument. Your silence is more damaging than any revenge. They wanted you emotional, broken, vulnerable. But you chose alignment, boundaries, and truth. You gave them nothing, and now they are giving madness. The world is starting to see you for who you truly are. Not a victim, not weak, not naive, but chosen, unbreakable, and wise. Type Amen to get blessing 998. Archangel Michael says, you are being elevated in the presence of your enemies. They are being forced to witness your glow up. Every blessing you receive now is a thunderclap in their prideful hearts. Someone is plotting, someone is gossiping, someone is watching, but none of it will stop what's coming to you. Their efforts are being reversed. Their curses are turning into your crowns. Let them talk. Let them spiral. You are not here to shrink for people who don't know how to handle your greatness. You are not theirs to control, to keep, or to understand. You are God's masterpiece, and that truth alone is shattering their ego. Type Amen to get blessing 681. They wanted to own you, but now they don't even understand you. Your elevation has become their mystery. And what they can't decode, they now hate. You are glowing in places they tried to bury you. You are winning in silence, and it's louder than all their noise combined. That's why their mind is spinning, because you were never meant to lose. They are scared of you now. Not because you hurt them, but because they couldn't break you. That kind of resilience is something they'll never possess. This is your season of divine reversal. The one they tried to chain is now flying. The one they disrespected is now being honored. Type Amen to get blessing 553. Let the world be confused by your survival. Let the ones who counted you out wonder how you keep rising. You are the proof that favor cannot be faked. Someone's hatred for you comes from a place of personal failure. They are not angry at what you did, they're angry because you're doing what they never could. And your refusal to fold is driving them over the edge. Your glow makes them uneasy. Your strength exposes their weakness. And your blessings remind them of everything they tried, and failed, to steal from you. They wanted your silence, but now they're silenced. They wanted your tears, but now they're the ones crying in the dark. Type Amen to get blessing 787. Their obsession is their punishment. They cannot move on, because their spirit is tormented by your existence. You've become their greatest loss. And yet, you've already let go. You've moved on to better. You're not looking back, because what's ahead of you is greater than what you left behind. Let them gossip. Let them unravel. Your peace is louder than their noise. You are free, you are rising, and you are divinely guided. And no amount of obsession can ever chain a soul that was built to soar. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. They've created secret pages just to watch you. They listen for your name in conversations, hoping to catch something they can twist. But the truth is, they are losing their grip on reality because you are not reacting. You've become a silent storm they can't predict or control. They wonder how you keep moving without their approval, without their guidance, without their interference. Their confusion is turning into rage. They speak about you to people who don't even know you, trying to build a false army of disbelief. But your light is too real to be distorted, and your truth speaks louder than their noise. Every lie they speak wraps tighter around their own throat. They called you rebellious for refusing their control. They labeled you difficult for choosing yourself. But now they are being exposed as manipulators, and your strength is being seen as divine clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, your freedom has caused a spiritual earthquake. Those who try to trap you in cycles are now trapped in regret. What they can't touch, they now fear. You are guarded by a force greater than any plot. Every time they try to reach your peace, they get burned by the fire of divine justice. Their plans crumble as your blessings rise. They tried to feed off your energy, but now they are starving. They tried to dim your glow, but now they are blinded. Your name is protected, your path is secured. Let them keep watching. Every step you take forward is another cut to their false pride. You are no longer accessible to those who only wanted to control you. Type Amen to get blessing 677. They never wanted to help you, they only wanted credit for your success. Now that you've done it without them, their ego is cracked. They can't believe you became the person they never expected. Someone is jealous because your spirit cannot be bought. You have integrity in a world full of actors. That's why your authenticity is causing them to spiral. They've been smiling through gritted teeth, hoping you don't see the truth in their eyes. But your discernment is growing sharper by the day. You see it all now. The fake support, the hidden envy, the spiritual warfare masked as friendship. They crave access to your peace, but it's guarded by truth. Your energy is no longer up for auction. It belongs to the divine, and the divine alone. Type Amen to get blessing 369. They used to mock your dreams. They laughed at your silence, thinking it meant weakness. But your silence was sacred, and now it's deafening them. You are no longer the person who seeks validation. You validate yourself. And that alone has shifted the power. Your enemies are battling a storm they created by trying to control you. They summoned chaos, and now it's devouring their mind. You are the eye of that storm, calm, centered, unshaken. They underestimated the power of your stillness. You didn't fight them back, you just outgrew them. And that kind of victory is eternal. Type Amen to get blessing 931. Every time they try to copy your energy, they fail. Because what you have is not learned, it's gifted. It's spiritual. It's sacred. Their obsession grows because your life is unfolding without their approval. And every new opportunity that finds you sends another wave of panic through their being. They can't believe the divine chose you, but you were chosen long ago. They wear your name like a scar they can't heal. No matter how much they try to erase you from their mind, they can't. You haunt them with your peace. They wanted to be your God, but now they are witnessing the real one move through your life. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They are scared of your next move, because your past moves shocked them. You've become unpredictable, and that is power. Power they tried to steal, but couldn't contain. The more they dig into your life, the more miserable they become. The more they analyze you, the more they hate what they see, because they can't understand how you keep winning. That's what eats them alive. They can't sleep because you rest peacefully. They can't laugh because your joy is authentic. They can't love because your heart is healed, and theirs is still broken. Your elevation wasn't just physical. It was spiritual. And now, they are terrified of the energy you carry. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, you are walking in divine authority. That's why the manipulators are trembling. They see it, your glow, your aura, your divine favor. What they can't manipulate, they try to discredit. But your life speaks louder than their lies. Your spirit reveals what their tongue tries to hide. You've become a mirror. Every time they look at you, they see everything they're not. That's why they attack you, you reflect the truth they avoid. You are a divine disruption to every fake identity around you. You don't fit in, because you weren't made to. You were sent to shift the atmosphere. Type Amen to get blessing 842. They pretended they didn't care about you, but now they check on you more than your closest friends. They lurk in silence, hoping to find something that justifies their hate. But what they find instead is evidence of your growth. Your grace has become their torment. They can't handle your kindness, because it reminds them how cruel they were. They can't handle your smile, because it exposes their bitterness. Someone is spiraling, not because you failed, but because you flourished. Your growth has become their prison. And every day you rise is a sentence they can't escape. You're not just living, you're thriving. And that's the part they never planned for. Type Amen to get blessing 611. They made your name a joke once, now it's a prophecy. Everything they laughed at is now coming true. Everything they tried to kill is now blooming. Let them mock. Let them whisper. Let them burn in the fires they built for you. Your purpose is too big for small minds. Your soul is too free for caged hearts. And your spirit is too divine for fake alliances. This is the season where your silence becomes thunder. Where your grace becomes a weapon. Where your story becomes their warning. Type Amen to get blessing 203. Let the world be shocked. Let them talk. You are untouchable now. You are no longer giving explanations. You are no longer proving your worth. You are simply being, and that alone is driving them mad. Your glow is the result of battles they didn't know you fought. Your strength is rooted in storms they never saw. And your calmness is built on spiritual truth they can never understand. You don't have to fight, your elevation is your revenge. You don't have to shout, your peace is your power. You don't have to explain, your life is the message. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their mind can't rest because your light is too bright. Their ego can't stand because your peace is too loud. Their envy can't hide because your joy is too contagious. And now, they have to live with the fact that they lost access to the very thing they once took for granted, you. Let them spiral. Let them tremble. Let them choke on the silence you left behind. Because what they tried to control is now flying free. What they tried to cage is now rising with wings of fire. And what they tried to forget is now unforgettable. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. They sit in silence now, wondering how it all slipped through their hands. The control they once felt, the grip they thought they had, gone, shattered, powerless. And it's because you chose truth over games, light over darkness, and freedom over fear. You were never meant to be anyone's puppet. You are a soul on a mission, and your fire was never meant to be tamed. The moment they realized that, their sanity began to crumble like dried leaves under divine pressure. Their mood changes every time your name is mentioned. Smiles vanish. Words slow. Something in their chest tightens, not from love, but from regret and a twisted sense of loss. Now they carry your presence like a ghost. Every room they enter, they feel your absence louder than any noise. And it's haunting them, tormenting them, consuming them. Type Amen to get blessing 1017. They are trying to replace you, but they fail every time. No one carries your soul. No one echoes your presence. No one burns as bright as you. Your absence is louder than your presence ever was. They realize now you weren't just someone passing by, you were the lesson they refused to learn. And now life is teaching them in ways they cannot escape. They wanted you to lose sleep. Now they stay awake at night, wondering how they lost you. But you didn't walk away, you rose away. Let them feel that absence. Let them ache in silence. You are no longer reachable. Type Amen to get blessing 1221. They tried to silence you. Now their own thoughts scream at them louder than ever. You don't even speak anymore, and that's what drives them insane. Your energy is untraceable. Your peace is a mystery. Your glow is a result of spiritual armor they can't comprehend. They are obsessed with what you're doing, who you're becoming, and where you're going. But what eats them the most is this: they're not part of it. Their madness is fueled by distance. The farther you go, the more they spiral. You've become the reminder that they lost the one soul they should have cherished. Type Amen to get blessing 414. They tried to plant seeds of doubt in your spirit. But all they planted was fuel for your breakthrough. Your soil was too blessed to grow weeds. Now they sit in confusion. Their manipulation tactics don't work anymore. Their lies don't shake you anymore. Their absence doesn't affect you anymore. You've healed in ways they never thought you could. You've matured in silence, transformed in solitude. And now your evolution terrifies them. They can't explain you anymore. You've become unrecognizable to those who only knew you in your wounded form. And your transformation is their greatest punishment. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You didn't lose them. They lost you. They didn't walk away, you elevated beyond their reach. And now they must live with that truth. They stalk your peace hoping it will fail. But peace like yours is born from fire. You were tested in ways no one saw, and still, you shine. Someone once thought they could dictate your destiny. Now they're watching you create your own. And they hate it. They're watching your joy like it's their favorite show, but it's killing them inside. Because it wasn't supposed to be you who made it. But you did. Type Amen to get blessing 828. They can't understand how you glow without revenge. How you walk without bitterness. How you rise without rage. You didn't seek to destroy, you just outgrew. And now their soul is collapsing under the weight of your silence. They threw chaos at you. You returned it with calm. They threw envy. You responded with blessings. And now their own energy is devouring them. You've become a walking lesson. A reminder that control is an illusion. And love that cannot breathe in freedom is never love. Type Amen to get blessing 369. Archangel Michael says, divine justice does not always come with thunder, sometimes it comes in silence. And your silence has been echoing louder than their entire presence. They can't escape you. Your name is etched into their spirit. Not out of love, but out of the madness they created for themselves. Every blessing you receive is a mirror. And every mirror reminds them of what they lost. You don't need revenge, you are the consequence. Let them chase shadows. Let them drown in their own stories. You are untouchable now. Type Amen to get blessing 595. They once felt like gods when they thought they controlled your emotions. Now they feel like ghosts, powerless and invisible, while you move through life with the power of the divine. You never needed closure, your peace was your closure. You never needed them to understand, your elevation speaks for itself. And now, they don't know how to live in a world where you are not theirs to control. They see your pictures and go still. They hear your name and lose focus. They dream of you, only to wake up in a life where they can't reach you. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They spoke your name in curses, and now it returns to them in echoes. Their words are coming back with the weight of justice. Their lies now poison their own name. You stood in truth, and truth never dies. That's why you are still rising. That's why their hands are shaking. You chose dignity. You chose light. And that broke the chains they tried to wrap around your spirit. Your blessings have multiplied. Their envy has multiplied. And the gap between you is now unbridgeable. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There is someone who once looked down on you. But now, their head can't rise to meet your eyes. You've surpassed every version of you they thought they knew. They wanted to define you by your lowest moment. But your highest moment is now your definition. And it's loud. Let the blessings keep flowing. Let the favor stay unmatched. Let the truth remain your foundation. They lost access. And that's their sentence. And it's lifelong. Type Amen to get blessing 318. You have moved on without dragging pain behind you. That's what disturbs them the most. You didn't turn bitter, you turned better. They watch from afar, aching in silence, collapsing in pride. They would rather suffer in quiet than admit they lost someone divine. Your journey has spoken for itself. No defense needed. No argument required. Your growth is your testimony. Let the world keep spinning. You are in alignment. You are in truth. You are free. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Archangel Michael says, when heaven removes someone from your path, it's because they could no longer walk in your light. Their intentions grew dark. Their hearts closed. And now, their madness is self-inflicted. You were protected in ways you don't even fully see. You were hidden for seasons so your glow could emerge in strength. Now, the glow is blinding to those who tried to dim it. This is your divine season. Not just of revenge, but of release. The pain is gone. The confusion is over. The storm has passed. And you? You are walking into your destiny with clean hands and a free heart. Type Amen to get blessing 1003. You are no longer part of their story. But they are stuck in yours, as a chapter that screams with regret. You are light, no longer caged. You are power, no longer borrowed. You are love, no longer trapped in toxicity. Let them spiral. Let them drown in the silence you left behind. Because the moment you said no, was the moment you stepped into divine authority. Type Amen to get blessing 9999.